Speaker.
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr Speaker, I'd like to pick up on the positive and aspirational talk that my colleague previously raised, the Honourable Amy Adams, because this is a government that is confident for the future of New Zealand, that is aspirational for better lives for New Zealanders, and is working hard to deliver that. And no more than trying to get support New Zealanders into work do we see that aspiration. We have set ourselves a target of reducing the number of people who are dependent on welfare by 25%. And that is a very aspirational target, and we are working hard to achieve that. Why? Because we know that being in work is good for people and their families. It's good for them economically. If you want to talk about poverty, the best way out of poverty is having a good foot on the employment rung and being able to support yourself and your families. If you want to talk about good health, then we know that people benefit by being in work. If you want to talk about strong communities, it's where people are actively involved in their community, and part of that is about being part of the workforce that is creating that community. So, Mr Speaker, we are absolutely confident that we are going to achieve that 25% reduction in the number of people who are reliant on the welfare of their fellow New Zealanders to keep them alive. And how are we going to do that? I just want to bring a few facts to the table about regional economic development, because this government is out working in communities around the country, working with them to increase the amount of investment that is taking place in their communities, because we know that whether it's local firms investing more or outside firms coming and investing in those communities, it creates employment, it creates wealth within those communities, and that's what makes our regional communities strong. And this government has been active. So we've had a plan developed in Northland that is working hard. There are a number of large opportunities for economic growth up there, and we are well supporting that alongside local government and local businesses. The Bay of Plenty, I have to say, my own area that covers from Portuguese and the East Coast right through to Tauranga down to Rotorua, working to get an area that's worked together well over the previous 10 years. And I tell you what, Mr Speaker, that area is pumping. They have developed a plan themselves. Yes, government is supporting it. Yes, local government is supporting it. But the business sector themselves are excited. They're working together. They're looking at the opportunities that are available. And of course, the most important, for me, the most important issue that we're looking at is the development of the Portuguese aquaculture project. Now, that is a project that has the capacity to change the lives of thousands of people living in the Eastern Bay of Plenty, one of the highest areas of deprivation in New Zealand. That project, which government is backing with finance and with resources, has the potential to change the lives of the people who live in the Eastern Bay of Plenty and bring considerable wealth to the country. And this government is right there working alongside of them. Mr Speaker, we recently launched the Hawke's Bay Plan. So there's an East Coast regional development plan, and we've broken that into two, one in Tairāwhiti, which will be released later this year, and one in Hawke's Bay, which was released during the recess. And the most important part of that for me was Project 1000. That is, Minister Flavell and I announced Project 1000 as part of that government's commitment to the economic development of Hawke's Bay, is to get 1,000 new jobs for unemployed Hawke's Bay people. And Mr Speaker, that again has the potential to change the lives of thousands of families in Hawke's Bay, because we know that there are jobs. There are jobs there. When you look at the horticulture industry, they are working hard to increase their productivity, and what we're saying to them is, you cannot rely on bringing outside help. You have to be developing your own people. The greatest resource that this country has is its workforce, is its people, Mr. Speaker. I'm delighted to be part of a country that is supporting New Zealanders into jobs.
Very good. Well done, Mr. Speaker. Ron Mark.